So you actually bought a rock, and the hawk actually uses it? So a hawk still comes and lands on that rock?
Yeah, right.
Wow, that is super dope. Kathy, say to the whole world, the whole entire world that's going to see your beautiful face, say to them that you were actually nervous to ride with me, and I want to hear why.
Well, I'm very nervous because that camera's in my face, but I'm super excited to have the pond guy here seeing tropical water gardens, ponds, and to be at my house.
How many man hours do you have in this? How many days?
Well, we were here for 4 weeks total for the two
For the two
projects,
jobs.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it was you and Sean and one other guy?
During this build, we had 2 other guys.
So there's four people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've made it. You can now do beautiful college level water features.
So the first one we did was a pond. We did this in March of this year. The pond was what we had decided they wanted to do first, and they didn't even want the pondless at all. The more we talked about it, she said, I'd really like to talk my husband into doing the pondless. And
Was it before or after you built the pond?
before we built it, yeah.
So she really had this
just
vision.
She did, and just seeing pictures.
So the
and
husband
stuff.
got confidence after he saw what you did on the first one.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So this is one thing that she really wanted was to have a wetland. So we did an 8x11 pond, wetland over on the side, with the waterfall, and there's a two to four officers on this one.
With vanishing edge.
Yep. Always.
You like those, huh?
We love them.
Some nice koi down there. And then a biofalls. Look at how natural that is. You can't even see the filter. There's actually a biofalls up there. Right in there. So that's the actual biological filtration up there. And then you can see how good of a job it does keeping the water crystal clear. And then they also got a swimming pool in here. But this pond, no doubt, is way less maintenance than a swimming pool. So basically, here's your cleanup. Right in here, you check your water levels. With that, it's filled up, nice and high.
But all of our water features, we make them a dipstick.
Okay.
So that they can just stick this right down in there.
There you go. And that's filled up. You know, people that live the lifestyle. Beautiful pathway. Wow, look at all those ferns. Nice shade garden back here. Yeah, we are not in Chicago anymore. This is one of the things that I love, is seeing the individual creative ways people take care of their gardens. You feel like you're in a park, but the reality is we're just in someone's backyard. And then of course, back to the pondless waterfall. Listen to that sound. All right, Kathy, we don't have to see any more ponds. I'm just gonna hang out here the whole time, okay?
Okay. So this is an 11 by 16 pond. We tore out a big yucky pond that was here, and we put in an 11 by 16 pond, and everything about this whole project was plants. She wanted lots and lots of plants, and they have goldfish.
Oh wow, look at that. 2 nice seating areas right here. So what year did you get the water feature first put in?
The first one?
Yeah.
2008.
And the guy didn't know what he was doing?
Yes, we'll just make the long story short.
Yeah.
He didn't know what he was doing, and it was awful. The sides kept caving in, and it looked awful, and it was impossible to maintain, and it was just a disaster.
And so what's it been like since then?
Oh, this is fabulous. We don't have to do anything. Once a week, he adds the beneficial bacteria.
Wanted a lotus pond, and we didn't want to plant them in pots. So
and lotus will take over if you don't. Yeah.
So we made a separate pond.
So one cool thing about the lotus, it's a great plant, but look at how the water feeds off the lotus leaves. And the thing that people don't realize about this is I've got lotus plants in Chicago. They can make a car wax out of that. That would be awesome. So those are basically almost dormant lotus. I mean, they would get 4 feet tall back here, right?
I have been in there in the pond, standing amongst all the leaves, and the leaves would be this big all around.
Like elephant ears.
They picked this rock out, and we had it brought in, and it is for the hawk to sit on.
So you actually bought a rock, and the hawk actually uses it? So a hawk still comes and lands on that rock?
Yeah, right.
Wow, that is super dope. So there's the biofalls, the biological filtration. You can just barely see the edge of it in here. It's completely hidden. Water recirculates down, keeps the water crystal clear. Got your marginal plants around the outside. And then they actually put in a lotus pond right outside of the stream here. That also helps with filtration.
And when we cut that tree,
living the aquascape lifestyle. So you're going to show me how you enjoy this water feature.
Oh, well, this is it right here. See, I got my iPad and my Starbucks and the pond.
So basically, that is your view. This is your routine, huh? So nice. You let your husband sit there, or do you keep him out of your hair?
No, that's his chair.
So we are at our new job.
Okay.
We started this one on Tuesday, so we have 2 days in on this one. It's an 8x11 pond with a 400-gallon basin, and it's about maybe halfway rocked in.
Nice sandy soil.
Yep.
So what do we got going on here?
Pretty much standard for ours is we do a 2-foot high waterfall, set back 5 or 6 feet with a three-tier drop into the pond. 8x11 pond with a 400-gallon basin.
So I love this because people can actually see how the basin works.
Yes.
You got your pump vault in there, you got your aqua blocks in there. The water will come down just like in all your systems, come into here, and then the pump sits in here and it recirculates back to the biofalls over here. So why do you like the basin so much?
The pond always stays at the same level. It doesn't fluctuate. The water is fluctuating underground, so as it's evaporating, the water level is going to change down in the basin, and then when it rains, it's going to fill up in there.
Okay.
So our ponds are sustainable. So they probably only need to be filled up maybe once or twice in the spring, maybe in the fall, depending how dry we are. It's much less maintenance because they're not having to clean out a filter basket all the time.
You got fish caves in here, right?
Yep, we put fish caves in there so they have a place to hide from predators.
So it's an 8x11 pond with a 400-gallon basin.
Right.
And it's 15,500. How many total man hours?
I think man hours we have budgeted for this is, I want to say 150 hours.
150 man hours.
Man hours.
It's yourself and 2 guys?
Yes.
And you work physically how much on the job?
Physically, I might be 25%.
Okay, so they're 100%, you're 25%, you're working on the business the rest of the time, making calls, and stuff.
Right.
Very fun to see a job in progress. So did you think I would not like your ponds or something?
Oh, no, I knew you would love the ponds.
All right, so you're confident about your ponds.
Absolutely.
You were just worried about me vlogging about them.
Yes.
Because you don't want the judgment of the world?
No, I don't like talking on video. Hello.